Yes, walking can help you with weight loss, but there are so many other benefits of walking that I've seen on my fitness journey. And I want to talk about these because I don't feel like they're talked about enough. So, if you're new here, my name's Coco. I talk all things fitness, self development, and wellness. And I'm also a registered nurse. So, you might as well subscribe and join the tribe. And also, if you are on your walking journey and you want the benefits of weight loss, but you want to improve your life in so many other ways, then make sure to like this video and comment down below what your fitness goals are. And we're going to make sure that we get there together. And we're going to hop right into it. And one of the first benefits that I want to talk about with walking is that not only did I lose 30 pounds and bone up, but I have less cellulite now. And before I started walking, I was always a big workout person. I was always going to Soul Cycle to go cycling. I was doing HIIT classes. Like I would go to F45, I would go to Barry. So I did a lot of different types of training, and I always had a lot of cellulite with my legs. And I noticed when I started walking consistently that that is what started to reduce my cellulite, especially walking on an incline more and then incorporating strength training with that. But there was no other combination that helped to reduce my cellulite, especially not like high intensity interval training. That did not do anything toward that. But I noticed with walking that that was something that really improved, and I just could not believe it myself. And another benefit from walking that I noticed was that my skin improved a lot. And when I say my skin, my face was not as puffy. My skin started to glow a lot more. My face kind of slimmed out more. Before, I was just very bloated, very inflamed all the time, even though I was working out all the time. So I was doing high intensity interval training classes, doing spinning, running, things like that. So I never noticed any positive difference in my skin and my face until I started walking consistently, at least 10,000 steps a day. And that's when I realized that my skin was glowing. I wasn't as puffy, I wasn't as inflamed. And I like to believe that that's because I wasn't doing things that were so high intensity anymore, where I'm like spiking my cortisol levels, where my body just feels like we're under attack or something. But instead, I'm doing just this low intensity, low pace walking. And I feel like that contributed so much to the improvement in my skin, the elasticity, just glowing, less inflammation, all of that. So that's something that I feel like really improved outside of just weight loss with walking. And that's something that I'm like so ecstatic about and can't believe. And then another thing that improved dramatically was just my mental clarity, and the stress just lifted off of me. When I say that walking does that like no other exercise for me, it's something that I look forward to so much, but it's so decompressing. I go on walks after a long work day. If it's been a stressful day, walking is something that's going to make me feel 100% better. And not only just walking, but walking outside in nature is going to take it up five notch. It's going to take it up to another level. It's going to make me feel so relaxed, so good. And it's just nothing like just moving your body in such a normal way. I'm not jumping on boxes or running, doing intense things, but I'm just able to be at ease with myself, be at one and just walk and be in nature and just really take it all in and have a moment to myself, right? Because like, even with high intensity interval training, it's like so much happening. You're just focused on trying to breathe and stay alive. Okay. That's how those classes are. But with walking, you're able to just take in so much more. I'm able to think clearer. A lot of times I feel so creative because I'm able to just really think without, any outside pressures. It's just me, myself, and my thoughts and nature. And so that is something that I realized just much lower stress levels, much more mental clarity and focus after my walks. If I walk in the morning, then I just feel my mind is clear and I feel like I can focus, and I feel like it's just the best start to the day. And then it's also the best end to the day, just the best way to reset from whatever I've encountered throughout the day. It's just a better mood and better energy and more focus, all from incorporating walking into my day-to-day routine. And then the next thing that I realized is that I became so much more disciplined in like every other area of my life, because before I would work out sporadically. I'll do a workout class maybe on this day, maybe I'll go, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go to the gym today, maybe not. But when I started walking, it became something that I didn't dread to do. It became something that didn't feel like a chore, didn't feel like a hassle. With certain workouts, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. I'm not looking forward to it. I'd have to talk myself into it and convince myself that I want to do that. But with walking, it was something that was just very easy. I didn't have to convince myself. It just came easy. It's something that doesn't feel super strenuous or really crazy. This is something that we do with our bodies regardless, right? You walk to your car, you walk in the store. It's something that we naturally do. And when you're walking in the store, I'm sure you're not thinking, what a hassle to walk, right? It's just a natural thing. So, kind of just increasing the amount of walking is kind of the same thing. We naturally can run as well, but like pushing our bodies to these imaginable levels where going to these high intensity interval training where we're doing ropes and things like that. Like, sure, we're capable of that. And I think every now and then, like, that's not a horrible thing, but that is more challenging. That's more of like a mental feat to be like, okay, I can do this. I'm going to this workout class today versus walking. I never have to think very long about that. It's just, I'm just going to go walk, right? It's just a very natural thing. And so that helped me to get very disciplined because it was something that I was able to stick to because it wasn't too daunting. So I was able to stick to doing that consistently and doing that every morning before work. And so before you know it, that just became a habit. And so habits build on each other. And that's where I realized that I got more consistent with everything that I was doing, from with work, assignments, with just everything. I just noticed I was becoming a lot more consistent. So that is where I noticed that I had discipline. And then it kind of trickled over to my eating. And I realized like I was a lot more disciplined with my food and not feeling like, okay, I'm just going to like binge eat or eat whatever, eat fast food. Like it just spilled into so many other areas in my life where I became more disciplined as well. So that's something that I really did not expect. And that was a really great benefit as well. In addition to losing weight, it's just really gaining the discipline as well in so many other areas of my life. The next thing that I noticed was that I had much better gut health and my digestion was so much better. So before, I know this is not something that is talked about enough. We don't talk enough about digestion. I think a lot of times people are like, maybe might use the bathroom maybe like a couple times a week, but digestion is so important, and having regular bowel movements and making sure that we're getting that waste out of our system, because again, that's where being bloated and inflamed comes in, because we're just holding on to so much waste from the food that we're eating. So walking was something that helped to regulate my digestive system so much better. It just became every single day just very regulated, less bloated, less just holding on to waste. And that was something that I did not expect to come from walking, but it was something that was one of the biggest changes that I noticed. And that paired with better nutrition, my digestive system has never been better. And especially with things like colon issues on the rise in younger people, I just think it's so important to focus on making sure that our digestive systems are healthy and they're working how they should, and not just kind of dismissing that and feeling like that's not a big deal, because it really is. So that's something that I really noticed is just improved gut health and better digestion. And so overall, that also spills into other areas. And you have better digestion, then clear skin, just because, again, not holding on to that waste. So that was another thing that I noticed, which again was a really, really great benefit from walking. And then the next thing that I noticed was just better sleep. And so for someone who has the worst habit of scrolling on TikTok for hours, staying up late, watching TV and everything because I can't fall asleep, like I'm just in bed awake, I found that walking improved my sleep on another level, because before, again, I would struggle to go to sleep. I'm like tossing and turning, not understanding why it is that I can't go to sleep. So I had to realize that once I started walking, then getting my 10,000 steps a day, by the end of the day, when I get in bed, I am able to sleep like a baby. And I have just a much better sleep schedule. So I'm able to sleep, wake up early, and start my day with a walk as well. So that is another unexpected benefit, but something that is one of the best benefits, like aside from just weight loss, just because it helps me to have a great day the following day because I'm rested. I'm able to have energy, all because like I had a good night's sleep. And I attribute that to my walking that has allowed me to have such improved sleep and such improved energy and my mood. And speaking with digestion, another thing that I've incorporated is walking after I eat. And so this has also helped me reduce my cravings because a lot of times after I ate, I would just lay down or sit down and just be there, just kind of lounging around. And then before you know it, that's wearing off. What else can I eat? And so that's where I'll tend to like go back into the kitchen and snack. But since walking has become such a big part of my routine, I've now incorporated that with going to walk after I eat. And having that routine paired together has helped me so much with just decreasing my bad eating habits, decreasing the amount of cravings that I have, an amount of late night snacking and things like that. So I will go for a walk after I eat, and then that also just helps improve the digestion. So instead of just like, sitting there after a big meal or laying down, one of the worst things that I could do instead, then I'm like, okay, I just ate and let me just go walk this off. And so that is a really good habit that I paired with walking, that I paired with after eating, is just going for a walk after. So that also has improved my digestive system. And then it's decreased my cravings because I'm not wanting to eat more and more snacks right after I eat. Instead, I'm going for like a 30-minute walk or hour walk after eating. And so now I don't even have the opportunity to snack because I'm on my walk. And then also, it just is really good to just let my food digest properly. Instead of just sitting on all of that food, just letting it digest, it just like improves that. It helps to like speed up the process. And so that's another thing that has improved is just my late night snacking. And speaking with digestion, another thing that I do with walking, like another thing that I've incorporated is walking after I eat. And so let me know down in the comments which of these you've noticed with your walking journey, because again, I feel like these aren't talked about enough, but I feel like they're really amazing benefits as well, because it's not only about weight loss. I think that's a great benefit of walking, but these other benefits I think is are some benefits that just are not talked about enough and but are just as amazing, and also help to stay and stick to the journey, because sometimes I see these challenges of like, okay, I'm going to do 10,000 steps for 30 days and then that's it. But when you think about the other benefits that come along with walking, that makes you want to stick to it for a lifetime, because it's not something that you just do for like a month and then, okay, now I'm going to stop going on my walks. This is something that I do every single day and go for at least a 30-minute walk. And it's something I look forward to, something I love. It makes me feel good. And ultimately, when you feel good, you look good, you look good, you feel good. It's just the perfect combination. It's the perfect thing to add to your daily routine. So let me know down in the comments which of these you resonated with the most or look forward to seeing on your fitness journey with walking. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And I can't wait to see you in the next one.